and behold, here we are, live 4 o'clock Monday, Knuckle Up with Mike Orr at 4 here on Talkin Fight.
Yes.
And as usual, we have a special guest lined up. And is that him?
No, I wish. I was checking right now. Oh, man. You know what? We do have a special guest lined up. It is fight week, gentlemen and ladies watching around the world. It is fight week. He does have a fight coming up. He did say that he had time to get in the studio. I'm hoping that he does make it as we continue to talk here. Yeah, man. And that's Kid Austin, man. Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin, undefeated. 6-0, 5 knockouts. We've got, he's a super feather. He's 18 years old. I went over this with you guys before, 5'7", 40. He's ranked 40th at 179 in the United States, 233 and a 1,324 in his division around the world. Coming off his last victory against Daryl Hayes back June 19th was his last fight before the one that's coming up this week. He won by unanimous decision, 6 rounds. And guys, if you didn't get a chance to see that one, you can go back and check his May fight back May 21st. And that was against Danny Flores. And you know what? He came through with a TKO in the third. And before that, he's been busy for 2021, man. I'm telling you, he only had one fight in 2020, and he's now been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got them all here. It's great, guys. You want to check this kid out, man. This kid has really like, overcome some real serious hard times in his life, man. He's got a webpage that tells his entire story. I urge you guys to go check it out, man. FloydSchofield.com. Kid Austin. This kid, he wants to be the first to bring a world championship back to Texas. Texas in 13 years. Floyd, Kid Austin Schofield is poised to bring the first world championship boxing title back to Austin. Fighting out of Richard Lord's boxing gym. That's where he fights out of. Legendary fighters like Jesus Chavez and James Kirkland. And now Floyd Schofield are recently they're gaining national attention. Sparring world champions. And his first round knockout on Telemundo television. That's what put this kid really on the map, man. First round stoppage, those big knockouts. That's what we love here, man. And hopefully we get this kid in the studio because honestly, I'm super excited to talk to this kid, man. The kid was homeless, Graham. And that's some big things, to be homeless and live in a car and still have so much to look forward to and still to overcome these crazy things that happen to people. But he's trained by his father, senior, and he appears to be well on his way to becoming the next great generational fighter at 130 pounds and above. Guys, go check this kid out, man. He's got a fan page, man. Like this kid, he's gaining popularity big time. You could go out and buy his gear. He's got his own gear. Guys, go check him out, man. Check out his fights.
You know what, Mike? He might have a fan page. He might have a web page.
But
he might even still have that car. But it sounds like he doesn't have a phone.
No, that's what I'm thinking, man. It sounds like it's not working because he's not here right now to come on this wonderful interview that we have lined up. That we lined up last week and confirmed a couple times and it just didn't happen. And now I don't know what's happening. So Graham, why don't we talk about some of the crap that's going on in the world right now?
Well, you know what I'd just like to drop in a quick little note here. I highlighted a guy last week in one of my shows, Michael McKinson out of the UK. And one of the things he said in a pre-fight interview was he's 20-0 pre-fight. He's now 21-0. But in his pre-fight interview, he said, I've had 20 fights and I'm now finally at the big stage. So, when you're talking about these youngsters out of America who've had 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 fights, they're nowhere near as ready as they think they are, in my humble opinion.
No.
Yeah, so there's a long way to go for these guys, and there's some of the fights that happen on the weekend, as you well know. Not all guys have perfect records when they go onto that big stage.
No.
Yeah, and there's one guy, I just forget his name right now, but yeah, he had some like 25 fights, maybe 4 losses, but something like 18 knockouts.
Yeah.
So, these guys are dangerous. They've got the experience, and if they left it in the hands of the judges, it's probably why they had their 4 losses.
Yes.
Uh, you know, so anyway, Michael McKinson, be on the lookout for that guy. He's young.
I have talked about him before, I believe.
Oh, okay, all right. Fair enough.
I have brought him up. He's known as the Problem. He's 27 years old. He's a southpaw. He's ranked 3 out of 87 in the UK and 25 out of 1,736 in the welter division worldwide. He's 21-0 right now, but only has 2 knockouts.
Right.
Right. So he's not really a finisher, but you look at his card, man, and it's all unanimous decisions, or TKO, points. It's been he's one of these fighters, man. I've watched him before in the past. He's good. He just fought. He just fought this weekend.
Yeah, I believe he was on that match. No, maybe he wasn't on the match. Was he on the Matchroom card?
He was on the Matchroom HQ Garden Brentwood.
Same one as Boazzi.
Yes, he was on that card.
That was
the Boazzi. That was a good show.
I'm telling you, man. I think he's light heavyweight, but boy, he is a guy to look out for, man. He's undefeated.
Michael McKinnon?
No, Boazzi.
Oh, Boazzi. Yeah, man. This kid, oh wow. I love watching this guy every time he gets out there, man. It never ceases to amaze me with what this guy can do, man.
Dude, he's good, man.
He's got it, man. I don't even, like this guy, like I've watched him a few times and he just kills it, man. He just kills it every time he goes in there. He's got very, very good. He's very calm. That's what I've noticed. He's very calm when he fights. And Kid Austin says he should be jumping on any minute.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I got a heart there. So apparently we're going to be able to talk to him shortly. But Boazzi, love watching this guy fight, man. He's 28 years old, and he's ranked 2 out of 58 in his division and 10 out of 950 around the world. Originally from birthplace is Ghana, and he now lives in London. You know what? That fight against Bolanakis, it was great, man.
It was.
It was a great fight. Bolanakis was down once in the 6th round and once in the 11th prior to the stoppage. And Boazzi actually was deducted a point in the 8th for repeated low blows. So, it was an interesting fight. I definitely enjoyed it. And he came through with that wonderful victory.
Did you say Kid Austin was featherweight or super featherweight?
He is super feather.
Check this out. I just got a news flash. I'm not kidding. Just as we were speaking. Yes. The Championships Committee of the WBA ordered the fight between super featherweight champion Roger Gutierrez and the interim champion Chris Colbert. The pioneer body sent the communication to each fighter's team, granting them 30 days to negotiate as from August 16th, ending September 15th, which is today. This is news right off the wire. The WBA C11 championship rules states that the champion must defend the title against the official challenger every 9 months from the date he obtained his belt. In Gutierrez's case, he won it last January 2nd, and his term will expire on October 1st. So there's some super featherweight news for our young Kid Austin to address when he gets on the line here.
Yes, definitely.
Because I'd be curious who is he fighting next?
It's not listed on BoxRec, surprisingly. So
he's unemployed. He's back in the car. He's putting dimes in the phone machine.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. But honestly, yeah, it doesn't say. I know it's on his Instagram. I know it's for a belt. I believe it is. I can't. When he gets in here, we'll ask him everything. We'll find out what it's about. And it is what it is. Brawl off Broadway, Show Floyd Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to him. We're gonna have to talk to him, find out what's going on.
Hey, did you recap the ladies who were fighting out of Chris Boyle's camp on the weekend?
No, I didn't, because I was gonna wait for our interview with Chris Boyle Wednesday to go over everything, and hopefully he brings me some of that footage that we were talking about, so that we can actually go over it and discuss what these ladies did. But yeah, Nicola, I did hear that Nicola Hopewell did. She came through with a victory.
She came through, and I believe Holly Towell knocked out her opponent.
Oh, really?
I think. There's some pretty good reports from Chris's Facebook page that I was reading, and I know one of them went the distance. So it must have been Triple L who went the distance, and I think lost on points. I think you'll have to confirm it on Wednesday.
We will definitely confirm it on Wednesday.
But he's got himself a good little group of girls there that are doing well, and I like what they're doing. I think Nicola Hopewell's next big fight is in Brighton in the fall, right?
Yeah,
that's the big one that Lakey's producing. All right. Well, listen, I tell you what, I hear from the producer that he's on and off. He's doing what we call the Tim Witherspoon.
Yes, the Tim Witherspoon.
He's in, he's on, he's off. He's in, he's on, he's off. He's sideways.
Yeah, like he liked the message. I said, I'm jumping on now. He liked the message, coming on. I don't know where he's at. Now we're sitting here just wondering what to wonder. Oh, big things, I guess, are coming up this weekend. What do we got going on this weekend?
Well, I tell you this, I wasn't surprised with some of the victories that happened this particular weekend. I don't know about you.
Well, I was pretty impressed. I was pretty impressed with the Ortiz fight over Kazakis. What a great fight. Ortiz really, he weathered the storm there. Getting knocked down in, I believe it was the second, and then just came back, turned it on, and didn't let up, and came through with that victory. I must say the Casemiro card was a real snoozer. For me.
That made headlines.
Like your main event was a snoozer, then your co-main event was a non-contest from a headbutt.
Yeah.
What more can you want? A boring, but we did have Rashi Warren, come through with the victory there with that wonderful knockout that won our knockout of the week, man. And,
did you have you been keeping track of this fella called Brandon Lee?
Yes, I actually profiled him a while back.
Because he won again, so now he's 23-0 with
21 knockouts.
21 knockouts.
Yeah, this guy, he's only 22 years old, man.
Yeah.
He's 5'10", 71-inch reach. He's from La Quinta, California. Birthplace is Yuba City, California. So, guys, go check him out, man. I've been talking about this kid for a while now. Yep. I profiled him back on Knuckle Up, I think.
Yeah.
A couple of months, 3 months ago, Brandon Lee. Guys, go watch this kid, man. I love watching this kid fight. He's very talented. He's just one of those guys, he gets in there and gets the job done. And he doesn't like working overtime, I guess.
Yeah.
He's really putting people away here, man. Like, honestly, he hasn't been the distance since 2018. Wow. 2018 was the last time he went the distance.
Are you familiar with the UBO?
That would be
Yeah, exactly. So there's I don't know if these guys are new or what, but the Universal Boxing Organization, the UBO. So a couple of guys just fought for the world light heavyweight title being offered up by the UBO. And it's Noel, the Holy Fire Echeverria, won when he fought just on the weekend here. He fought Rodrigo Guerrero. Anyway, I'd never heard of the UBO before. But here we go. It seems like we've got a new sanctioning body who's giving the opportunity for young fighters to go toe-to-toe.
You know what? There's a lot of these new younger sanctioning bodies that I've noticed that are around. Like, You got your 4 major, but that's not just it. The 4 major are world status, but there's all these sanctioning bodies. You got your regionals, your nationals, your it's
intercontinentals.
Intercontinentals. You got you got them all. There's so many sanctioning bodies around that it's hard to keep track, man. And but there is a list. There is a list that you guys can find. You can wiki it, and it'll give you the small sanctioning bodies that are around, on top of just the sanctioning bodies of boxing, which are quite expensive to fight for. Yeah. So, guys, there's tons of these sanctioning bodies out there, man. I urge you to go and check and see them all. It's hilarious. And now we got these promotion companies that are just coming out of nowhere too. All these new promotions that are popping up. It's
I noticed 2 more companies out of Massachusetts potentially picking up where Boston has been doing really well. So these guys they're nearby to Boston, Worcester, Massachusetts, but they put on a fight on the weekend, and Shern's Promotions was one of the companies. I forget the other one, but just goes to show you, pretty well, if you've got the dough, you can put on a fight. And why? Because there's lots of fighters out there looking for fights.
Tons. Soon we're going to start the knuckle up fights. That's what's going to happen.
The knuckle up challenge.
Yeah, the knuckle up challenge, man. We're going to start our own fights.
Why not?
Yeah, everybody else does. Yeah, everybody else does. Why not, man? At least we won't have a rap concert though, and then fights in between it.
What?
We'll have real fights.
Here's a little bit of a teaser for Knuckle Up fans. I'm meeting tomorrow with a chap from Dominican Republic, because we were talking about whether or not your potential sponsor, yes, fans, Knuckle Up might have an actual sponsor who has the dough to put up a fight. So one of the questions we asked was, where could we have a fight? We can't have one here in Canada, I don't think, just yet. And there are certain states where we could have it. But one of the areas where we might be able to have it is the Caribbean. So tomorrow I'm meeting a very influential chap who's influential in the Dominican Republic. So if he says, yeah, I know exactly who to speak to, then the cards are going to lay in our favor, quite frankly, because I've been saying for a while we should put on a fight down in Puerto Rico. Why not?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, why not? And, get some of these young fighters that we've been promoting.
Yeah, and get them in there, man, and get them fighting. Because that's all they want to do anyway, man. They want to get in the ring and fight.
Exactly.
Let's go get them in there. And you know what? I'll bring my pretty face and I'll ring announce.
Well, okay, I would have voted for Yvette Raposo, but Yvette, Mike.
Hey. No, I'll just sit patiently in the background and judge with a leering eye.
Yeah, you can be in the green room with me.
Yeah. We'll be in the green room sipping Mai Tais.
All right. What do you think? You're going to wait for the Austin, your kid Austin? And
you know what? I don't know if we can wait any longer. He said, I told him I was jumping on. Nothing's happening. I don't know what to do. So, guys, I think we're going to try and reschedule this. Unfortunately, we wasted our Monday. Well, not really. We still got to talk and see our fans. And my sister now says that she's coming over.
Tell her to bring a case of beer for the green room.
Yeah. Case of beer for the green room, Sue. She probably will.
All right, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow at 4.
Yes, man. We'll see you tomorrow on another wonderful episode of Knuckle Up with Mike Allure at 4. View it, like it, share it, jab that like, hook, subscribe, knock us out those comments, just like my sister did right there. And she said, yeah, she's bringing it. So I can't wait. I should be frothy in about 10-15 minutes. It should be good.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. We'll see you tomorrow, man, for Tuesday.